tapping, what we're going to do today is we're going to tap on some acupressure points around the body in a really easy and simple routine. I don't know what you would call it. Julie, you've done tapping before. Amazing. Cool. So you know what it's all about. So we start off by, we speak out loud as we're doing it, and we start off by talking about the maybe negative or dense, lower vibrating emotions and thought processes and things that we are feeling. I'm just going to invite Nat on now that she's here. If I can figure out how to do that. Nat, do you have your camera on? I don't seem to be able to add you in now. Hang on. Hey, Tam. I can't figure out how to add you in now. I can see Tamsin and I can see Julie and I can add Julie, but I can't add you Nat. Switching to mobile. Okay, cool. So I'll just carry on with what I was talking about. So to begin with, we do a round of tapping, or a few rounds of tapping, talking about the dense or, we often call them negative emotions, but we talk about what is actually going on for us. We just really honor how we're actually feeling and just let that all out. And what happens is, as we're tapping on the acupressure points, just as I'm talking, I'm trying to figure out how to add Nat in. Nat, can you try requesting to be on? As we talk about the way we're actually feeling, that allows us to tap into, excuse the pun, tap into those the vibrations and the energy of that emotion that we're storing in our energy body. So we're going around the acupressure points and we're talking out loud about what is going on for us. We're essentially tapping on the energy that we're holding in our body relating to that limiting belief, that emotion, that thought process, that memory, whatever it is we're tapping on, and then using the acupressure points to hit those meridian lines and basically dissolve that dense energy, because dense energy creates blockages that stops our energy from flowing in the way that it should, and that keeps us down in this lower vibrating, like a dominant lower vibration, when really we want to be expanding and uplifting and getting into those higher vibrations. And basically what it does is it shifts it out of our subconscious mind, and then we can go around and tap again and replace that energy with what we want to be in there. So higher vibrating emotions and thought processes and belief systems, and we literally create that in our subconscious mind and allow ourselves to then go on living our life from a completely different place, a completely different vibration, different thought processes, different emotions, different belief systems. And you can probably see that it's incredibly powerful. So that's what we're going to do today. Nat, there's no way for me to add you on. I've sent you an invite and it says that I'm allowing anyone else to join in. You can request to join in, but I don't know how you do that. Maybe we just jump into it. Can you guys still hear me? You're here. All good. Okay, cool. So, if you have done tapping before, you'll be familiar with the points. If you haven't, that's completely okay. Just follow where I'm tapping on my body and tap along with me, and then I'm going to say some things out loud and you can just repeat them out loud after me. I'll leave a little bit of a space for you to repeat after me. So we're going to start on what we call the karate chop point, which is along the side of your hand at your pinky finger. You can use a few fingers, you can use your whole hand, you can use your fist. Any way that you're hitting that point is fine. And we're just going to do what we call a setup statement, which is just to really outline what it is we're tapping on, and then remind ourselves that we're worthy of love and of being accepted even though we're feeling this way. So tap on the karate chop point with me and just repeat after me. Even though sometimes I self-sabotage and I act and think and feel in ways that aren't aligned with what I want and aren't aligned with my desires, I still completely and fully love and accept and honor myself. And even though sometimes I do things that I can't even explain, and later I might feel guilty about it, or I get down on myself for doing things I didn't want to, and for not really knowing why I can't stick to the plan. And even though I feel this way, I deeply and completely love and accept and honor myself. And even though sometimes I feel like I can't live up to my own expectations, or the expectations that in my head I think that others have of me, I deeply and completely love and honor and forgive myself and maybe anybody else involved in making me feel this way. Alright, up to the eyebrow point. I keep going in this self-sabotage pattern. I don't know why I do it. I don't want to be doing it. And yet this pattern plays over and over. I commit to change. I prepare myself for the change. And I'm motivated for a little while. But then after a while, it gets too hard. And I'm back to my old ways. And with that comes guilt. And just feeling really down on myself. Other people can do it. So why can't I? Am I not as good as they are? Am I not as committed as they are? Do I not want it as badly as they do? Maybe it's my self-discipline. Whatever it is, I just can't seem to get it together. And after a while, it's depressing. Trying and trying and trying, but getting stuck in this pattern of self-sabotaging. What is this pattern all about? Why can't I seem to shake it from my life? Why does my subconscious mind keep going there? Is it something conditioned in me? Is there some kind of program that's running without my knowing? Maybe it's a program of safety. Because when I really think about it, I know my subconscious mind is always trying to keep me safe. All these self-sabotage patterns are effectively misguided self-love. I know there are things that have happened in my past that maybe at the time my brain didn't know how to deal with. Things that have become stored in my energy. And things that have contributed to my programming. And my body and my mind are just trying to keep me safe. Because that was the best it knew how at the time. So when I think about these patterns of self-sabotage, actually I can think about how loving I am being to myself. Even if it's not quite what I want now, I know that this was put in place to protect me. I'm just honoring that part of myself right now. The part of myself that was hurt. The part of myself that felt unsafe. The part of myself that didn't feel worthy of love. And also the part of myself that kicked in to protect me. That created a program of protection. Thank you so much for this protection. Thank you for protecting me over these years. But I am safe now. I don't need it anymore. I can take care of myself now. And I'm ready to grow and expand through this. And so I'm releasing the self-sabotage program. I'm releasing the old ways of protection and keeping me safe. And I'm ready to embrace a new way. I'm embracing a way of love. The way of light. Of honoring my soul. And knowing my power. stepping back into my power now. Gives me all the protection I need. I am safe. It is safe for me to grow. It is safe for me to change. It is safe for me to expand. It's not only safe, but it's important. It's important for me to grow. And I'm embracing that new version of me now. I'm feeling into the version of me that has already created all these changes. She feels so free. She feels so worthy. She feels so loved. And she loves herself. She knows her power. She's standing in her power. And she's activating her soul in her body and in her health. Just releasing anything that limits her from coming forward. Anything in my programming that is not serving this next version of me. I feel myself stepping into it now. Shifting out of those old ways. Coming back to my true self. In all my power. And all my light. Alright, take a big breath. And let it all go. I would love to hear how that was for you. If you're on and you've just done this live with us, drop a comment. What came up for you? How did it feel? If you've got water with you, drink lots of water. It helps to shift the energy.